Hello friends, I hope you guys are doing well and you're enjoying the summer season. So you can see we're at Lowe's Garden Center and I'm going to share with you some beautiful perennials, trees, and also some annuals in between. So in front of us we have these beautiful arborvitae emerald green. They're $59.98, so they will be half off. As you can see, we're shopping the clearance section at Lowe's Garden Center. If this is your first time, special welcome, and if you're coming back, so glad you're here. I'm in zone 7A in Pennsylvania. Anyways, so friends, I'm telling you, my Lowe's Garden Center, they have a lot of clearances. Okay, every week they just keep rotating the plants. They just keep adding. I love Lowe's Garden Center. That's how I'm able to curate a beautiful garden on clearance prices. Anyway, so let's keep going here. So you see they have different arborvitaes and they're very healthy looking. Okay. And then here we have some fun. They like the shade. They will be great for you to hang in your porch or keep in a shade garden. They're non-hardy below 40 degrees, as you can see there. And they're also half off, so that'll be $8 and change. A lot of fun, friends. Just look at that. Anyways, and over here, friends, they actually have azalea. Yes. This one is $22.98. Of course, most azaleas that I know, they bloom in spring. You do have some that bloom in summer also. So if you have azalea on your plant wish list and you see these at the clearance section, pick them up for next year. Alrighty, here we have a silver sword azalea. They have them in all different types. This one is only $11.98. So I think that will probably be $7, I think. I love the variegation, and this one is so pretty. And this one is non-hardy in zones 1 through 5. And friends, if you don't know your zone, as I always say, put your zip code in Google and it tells you which zone you're in, so that way you know the plant will come back for you. Okay, so just something to keep in mind when you're shopping for perennials. And then here we have Delaware Valley White Azalea for $22.98, half off. And this one is not hardy in zones 1 through 4. That's a pretty white. Here we have another one, Fashion Pink. As I said, they come in all different types. Alrighty, friends, let's take our time and look through here. Let's see what this one is. This one is that willow plant for $22.98. This will get 25 feet tall and 15 feet wide. Oh my goodness, that's a tree, friend. That is a small tree. Look at that. So healthy looking. Normally when I'm at the clearance section and I see a plant and I don't know anything about it, guess what I do? I just go in Google and I just research it to see some habits, just to make sure it's something I want to add to my garden. Don't be afraid to do that, right? Try to add different plants and shrubs to your garden that you do not have. Alrighty, friends, here we are from first edition. Let's see what this is. This looks like a Spirea. So here, just clip off the tip, hydrate the plant, clean the plant up. That's how I take care of my clearance plant, friends. Sometimes it depends on what type they are. You just prune them and it will bounce right back for you. And here's one of my favorites from Proven Winners, Spirea. This one is the double play red Spirea. I have the double play bang, which gives more of a pinky flowers. This one is the red one. And it says a Spirea with red flowers. It reblooms if dead-headed, tidy habit, purple spring foliage, and deer resistant in an easy to grow plant. It really is. I love this shrub. One of my favorites out there. And they get 2 to 3 feet tall and wide. And it's hardy from zones 3 to 8, and they can do well in both shade and they can do well in both sun and part shade, I should say. Love them, friends. Probably have 5 in the garden. And they come in different types. You have the double doozy, double play. You have the candy corn, which is my absolute favorite. Yes. So with this one, friends, I'll just trim off those burnt pieces and just soak it and just plant it. Friends, look at this. This is Rise Up Lilac Days Climbing Rose. Let me know if this is new. I've never seen this rose ever, okay? It says, this will fill your world with flowers. This healthy, versatile rose can be grown as a shrub or a climber. Unique purple flowers are exceptionally fragrant. And it will get 5 to 8 feet tall and 2 to 4 feet wide. And it's hardy from zones 4 through 9. Yes, and it blooms summer and fall. You guys know I've been at these garden centers sharing plants with you, and I've never seen this rose before. So maybe it's new, I don't know. But look at that, friends. Look how beautiful that lilac color is. They're absolutely gorgeous. And it is it's actually $34.98. They had a handful of them here in Clarence. And here they have a spent bloom here, and I notice when the flowers are becoming spent bloom, do you see here it's white, and then another one was more of a lighter pink. So for whatever reason, I feel like it changes the colors. And then down below here, let's check out this other shrub. All right, this is Let's Dance Lovable Blooming Big Leaf Hydrangea. Look at this one. It says it is easy to fall for the rich, luscious flower, and it has abundant blooms and supercharged ability to rebloom. Oh, okay. It will get 3 to 4 feet tall and wide, and it's hardy from zones 5 through 9, and it blooms in summer and fall. They have a ton of the white hydrangeas. I have 3 of those in the garden, so I'm waiting for them to put them in clearance because I need more white hydrangeas in my garden for a project I'm doing. Alrighty, friends, let's see what else we can find here. Let me know down in the comment below what good finds you found at the garden centers. Here we have this beautiful Sonic Bloom Pink Reblooming Weigela. It says it abundantly blooms in late spring and reblooms till frost. It's their resistant shrub. This is what I love about these Weigela and Azalea when they rebloom for you. I love picking up those ones. And this will get 4 to 5 feet tall and wide. It's hardy from zones 4 through 8, and it blooms spring, summer and fall. I just love having plants that give you at least, I would say, 2 to 3 seasons, right? Especially the shrubs. And let's see how much this is. And this is $29.98. And yes, it looks dehydrated, but you see right here, I'm showing you, just pick out some of those. Just pick out those dead pieces, and the plant will do fine for you. Just make sure you consistently water it for at least, I would say, 2 weeks after you plant it, just to make sure the roots adhere to the ground. Anyway, so let's move on to some perennial plants. Here we have garden phlox, flame white. It says it's blooming spring, $16.98. And yes, friends, they have, now it's summer and they have these spring blooming plants here. Look at this. This still can be blooming still, right? Look at this, buds on them. So I don't know where they were, if this is supposed to be blooming in spring, but it is what it is, right? Look at this one. It hasn't even bloomed as yet, as you can see. I thought that was funny when I saw the plant blooms in spring. Alrighty, so friends, they have their knockout roses on clearance, okay? They have the pink, they have the orange, they have the red. And here this is $25.98, so half off. Anything over $15 will be half off, friends. These knockout roses, I strongly recommend them. They're disease resistant. They bloom from spring until fall period. I have a ton in the garden. That's why I can tell you, I can recommend them to you, friends. I just love them. Alrighty, so if you're looking for a good rose, check out Double Knockout Roses. You carry you $12 and change. And this is just me here sharing with you with your roses. Just make sure you clip off those spent blooms. It says deadheading is not needed, but I like to deadhead my roses to keep the plant tidy. Anyway, so let's see what we can pick up through here. I'm trying to focus just on perennials. And here we have this Snow Candle Speedwell for $8.98. This will bloom in summer. I do have the Veronica Speedwell, which is the purple one, and this will get 8 to 10 inches tall and wide. And I feel like this white Speedwell, you really don't find it at the garden centers. Like, they bring it, but not a lot in quantity, I should say. So they have them here in the clearance, just few. Alrighty, and then here we have Yarrow from Monrovia for $13.48. This one is Desert Eve Yellow Yarrow. And it will get 8 to 12 inches tall and wide, and it's hardly down to negative 20 degrees, and the bloom time is summer. So with this one, friends, I know it looks bad. Just clip off those dead leaves and foliage and plant it, and it should do fine for you. Okay, I have these in my garden, and as I said, you know, I've purchased a lot of plants from the clearance section. And then move on here. Here we have this beautiful salvia, lyrical rose salvia, $16.98. This will get 18 to 24 inches tall and wide, and I love the color. And here's a pink one. And then here they have Coreopsis Superstar, $16.98. Bloom spring, summer, and fall. It will get 14 to 16 inches tall and 16 to 18 inches wide. And with your Coreopsis, just make sure you deadhead them to promote new blooms. I feel like most plants, right? Deadheading your plants, I think it's so important. It definitely helps with new blooms or new buds to come out, and it keep the plant tidy too. Alrighty, and here we have this beautiful Echinacea Prairie Splendor Deep Rose Cone Flower, $16.98, and this will get 18 to 22 inches tall and 24 inches wide. Echinacea is definitely a plant you want in your garden, friends. I'll be doing a video soon on some perennials you definitely need, and I'll be featuring my Echinacea in that video to share with you. Alrighty, friends, so look what I found on clearance. These are hot pokers, I call them. This one is the orange. They come in all different types. You have the orange, you have the mango, you have the pineapple. I have a handful of them in the garden. I absolutely love them. And the bloom time is summer. Some of them do bloom later in summer into fall period, depends on which ones. And I know they look messy looking, so right there is where the new growth is coming from, and you just have to deadhead that spent bloom in the center. But definitely, if you see this, pick it up, clean up all those dead foliage, and I'm telling you, you're gonna love it for next year. Definitely recommend these hot poker plants. Alrighty, let's see what else we have here. Oh, one of my favorites, balloon flower. This is such a fun plant. It blooms in the summer, and it's balloon flower. That's why it has its name, right? The blooms look like balloon, and you can get adventurous and do some popping if you want to. And it's a fun plant to have. Yes, look at that. So this will be $4. Yes, they have them in different height. I like this one because this one is a shorter one. You don't need to stake them at all. This will be great in the front border of your flower beds. Only $4 after the discount. Alrighty, and then here we have this blanket flower, $4 also. And this one, it will bloom spring and summer. Yes, it will get 14 to 20 inches tall and wide, and it's non-hardy in zones 1 to 2. One time I purchased some of these, and for whatever reason they did not do well in my zone, and I don't know why they did not come back the next year. I think I had 3 and they all died out. So because of that, I just never purchased it again. Maybe I'll give it a chance again, but I had bad experiences with my blanket flower. I don't know why. All 3 of them. Anyway, so let's go over here, friends. Look at this. They have more roses. Yes, and we have shrubs up here. Okay, look at this. If you're looking for some evergreen, they have these fancy looking, funky looking, I should say, shrubs. And here from Bloomer Blows, they have Cloud 10 Rose, and this will get 8 feet tall and 5 feet wide, and it's hardy to zone 5. Yes, I love Bloomer Blow roses. From my experience, friends, the foliage, it's really thick, and when I walk around my garden and look at different roses, besides the double knockout roses, the bugs do not attack the Bloomer Blow roses. I don't know why, but some roses I have, the fancy expensive ones, the bugs are really attacking them, but the Bloomer Blows, they do not. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the foliage because it's so thick and leathery looking like. I don't know what it is, but just a side note there for you, just based upon my observation. So once again, if you want to pick up roses, just go ahead and clip off those spent blooms, soak it for a couple of hours depending on how dehydrated the rose or the plant is, and go ahead and plant in the ground and make sure you consistently water it for at least 2 weeks, okay, until the roots have established and all that good stuff. All right, so those are annuals. I'm not going to show you those. Let's see what else we have here. I'm just trying to focus on perennials. On here they have Clematis, friends, for $19.98. These already bloomed in spring, and they'll get 6 feet tall and 3 to 5 feet wide, non-hardy in zones 1, 2, 3. So if you have Clematis on your list, pick them up. You'll be happy next spring. Alrighty, here we have another one. Bonatine Clematis. Hyde Hall Clematis, friends. There's so many different names to these Clematis. A lot of names. Alrighty, look at that. All Clematis. Alrighty, let's keep going on here. Alright, these are just some nice large planters. Look at this, $200. That would be $100. I don't know about you, but definitely I would not be paying $100 for that. It's pretty though. Look at that. Alrighty, so the clearance section is fully packed, okay? A lot of clearance plants here. As I said, they keep adding weekly. Some when I go back, those that I saw, they're gone, and I go back and there's new ones in between there. So I hope you guys are lucky and you get some good finds at your garden center. And if the Lowe's close to your house, if they don't have it, check out another one within your pyramid. I always keep telling you guys that. Alrighty, so let's go down here to Monrovia. This is really pretty. This is hydrangeas, but very, very pricey in my opinion, even with the discount. Alrighty, and then let's keep going back. We already saw those before. Alright, let's take a stop at these beautiful annuals. I couldn't help myself. So this will be $12, and they look so good, friends. And you know how much I love orange. Look at that. Looking good if you need some late colors for the summer, or you need to refresh your planters. They still have annuals there on sale, and they have at regular prices also. All right, friends, let's take a moment to appreciate these boxwoods. Oh my goodness, you guys know how much I love boxwoods, and I always get them 75% off in fall. I did pick up some of these, and I'm like, oh, I'll go back and get more, and guess what? They were gone. I was like, I couldn't believe it. They were all gone. So these will get 3 to 4 feet tall and wide, and they will run you $4 after the clearance discount. But just look at that, friends. A lot of boxwoods here in clearance, and they're so healthy looking too. Definitely will be keeping my eyes out for more boxwoods. You can't beat these prices, friends. And I know they're small, but they're gonna get put on most sizes for the years to come. Definitely a good way to add some winter interest to your garden. Yes. Alright, friends, what is this? Alright, these look like caladiums. Yep. So there's a lot of caladiums here from proven winners. And here we have the Lowe's brand. Caladiums are hardy from zones 8 and up, so just something to keep in mind. They may not return in your zone. So my friends in the warmer zones, these will definitely be good purchases for you. This one is a Captain Caladium, $13.98. And over here we have more annuals, if you're looking for annuals. But as I said, I'm not looking for annuals at this time of the season, friends. But they have a lot at regular prices still, yeah. So if you need to refresh your containers, your annual containers, check out the clearance section first before you pay full price. Alrighty, and down below here, lilies. I keep telling you guys, pick up lilies, stock them any and everywhere in your garden. You don't need that much space. Already documenting my lily tour for you guys. I'll share that with you. So right here, if you buy this, just cut right here below, so that way the bulb doesn't put energy creating the seed heads. That's the point of deadheading the lilies, right there where I'm touching. Just cut that off and just plant them in your garden, and you're gonna love and be happy that you did come next year when they start to bloom for you. Alrighty, here we have this plant here, more winter interest. This is the lemon thread falls cypress. Look at that. Look how funky that is. Oh wow, $11.98. That's a good price. So that'd be $7. It will get 3 to 5 feet tall and wide, and it's non-hardy from zones 1 to 3. So I'm surprised they have these evergreen foundation plants already on clearance, right? I'm really surprised by that. Look at that. They have a lot of them, friends. Here we have holly, Carissa holly, half off. Beautiful for foundation or to create hedges in your garden. It will get 3 feet tall and 5 feet wide. Non-hardy from zones 1 through 6. So if you see these evergreen or these foundation plants, pick them up. Alrighty, what do we have here? Oh, these are more annuals. Not looking the best, but you could just pick them off if you want to pick them up. Alrighty, and then down below here, these look pretty good. These are your Impatiens. Look at that, friends. These will bloom for you until the frost hits them. These are a must in my garden. Definitely a must, okay? They are worth the money. And this one to the salvia is definitely worth it. This will bloom for you until the frost hits it, and they actually reseed. So next year you'll probably be seeing salvias all over your garden. Or what you can do when the bloom becomes dry looking, just pick it, and there's seeds in there, and you could save the seeds to plant next year. This is what I did with this from Lowe's the previous years. I took the seeds and I keep replanting, and I'm telling you, money well spent right there. And once again, they bloom until the frost hits them. Yep. So definitely this salvia is a good one. And Baker Creek has one called Summer Jewels. Those are the 2 best annual salvias out there. Love them. Anyway, so here we have more hydrangeas from Monrovia. I always have my eyes on this one, friends, but I just can't bring myself to pay this price even after clearance discount. Is still pretty high, but always have my eyes on this one. So pretty. And that's just me sharing with you. Just keep deadheading your plants. Once you pick them up at the clearance section, just clean them up, okay? Just don't plant them like that. Clean them up before you put them in the ground. And if they're dehydrated, make sure you keep them hydrated. And here we have more roses. This one is the True Spirit Rose. It is hardy from zone 5 through 10, and it will get 5 feet tall. I see this brand, they have this orangey coral rose. I have my eyes on it. I'm waiting for it to go in the clearance section. But definitely these, and they're half off too if you're looking for roses. And here's a view of what it looks like. Clip off those spent blooms right there. Clean up the plant. Alright friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be bringing you more clearance deals from the garden centers. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys are doing well as always. See you in the next one now, friends. Cheers.